Hi everybody, Stephanie here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Clarke tin whistles. Now, I do actually have 3 Clarke tin whistles. I have done a review for the Clarke Traditional and the Clarke Sweetone on a different video. I've put the link in the description below if you'd like to watch that. This is a review purely for Clarke whistles, of which I have 3. So I'm going to start with the one you guys will have heard me play a lot. This is the Clarke Traditional tin whistle. It is made of tin, it is painted, coated. It does have a fold along the back. I don't know if you guys can see that. So inside you do have a little ridge. Now it's a tapered bore whistle. It has a traditional wooden block. It's not meant to be pink. I just play in lipstick far too often. It requires quite a lot of air, and it does have a very breathy quality to it, but it is the traditional design by Clarke originally. I love the colors and the patterns, and it's quite easy to play as far as whistles go. It's quiet on the lower notes because it plays really sweetly in the upper octave. It uses up quite a lot of air because of the traditional wooden block styling. There's not really as much of a focused airflow, so you do need quite a lot of air to play one of these. But yeah, I'll give you a little toot just to show you what it sounds like. So as you can see, it does get into the upper octave quite easily. You'll have heard a screech or two there. If you don't quite get the airflow right, it will screech and scratch a little bit. Now you can hear that breathy tone. It is kind of a trait of Clarke tin whistles. This is my favorite of the 3 I own. This is in D. I use it all the time. I use it for videos on YouTube. The wood block gets wet. It plays better when it's wet. But you do need to leave it out to air dry and clean the inside quite often because they do get rusty. Now the second whistle I'm going to show you is the 200-year limited, well, not limited edition, they're special edition rather. Again, tin whistle, wooden block. This is in C. It has this very nice little golden sort of Clarke emblem on the front in this nice silver finish. It looks very pretty. Now, in comparison to the D, it's the same style. It has the ridge along the back, it is tapered bore, it has the little rim on the inside where they've closed the whistle, it's airy, it takes a lot of breath to play. It doesn't sound as sweet as the D. It sounds more breathy, more airy, and it's less in tune to my ears, but then I don't play C very often. It's also sharper on the holes, which makes ornaments and sliding quite difficult on this because you've got a little bit more friction. Whereas on this, with this painted finish, they're smoother, so it's a little bit easier to slide on this tin whistle. On the lower octave, hard to get into that top end of the higher octave. Ooh, it will go up there. You do have to remember that you need a lot of breath to get up there. Nice little whistle though, nice looking, nice sounding. It's a little bit weak on the C natural. You're better off using a half hole at the top rather than the alternative fingering. The more you play as well, the wetter your woodblock gets. the whistles play better when the woodblock is wet. So I still haven't thoroughly managed to wet this whistle. I haven't washed it, I haven't cleaned it or anything yet. It's really new. So yeah, there it is, the special edition version. Nice one to own. Now my third Clarke whistle is a Clarke Sweetone. Line down the back, line on the inside, tapered ball. This is a D. It has the plastic mouthpiece, as you can see. So this is molded and shaped. It requires a lot less air. Sweetone, as it says. It plays a lot smoother, and I wouldn't say sweeter, I'd say sharper, because it's less breathy. I don't like playing this whistle at all. It's just my personal preference. I know a lot of people enjoy it. My husband loves it. It's not the whistle for me out of all the Clarke ones, but I am trying to play it and I'm trying to get used to it. Not very good at this tune. I don't play it very often. It goes up into the second octave quite easily. Ooh. You do have to blow a fair bit. What I dislike about it is you can hear each note a lot more easily, I think, for beginners. And I still consider myself a beginner. I've been playing for about 2.5 years. But I've only taught myself just watching YouTube videos like you guys are right now. I don't play very often. I don't know, I find this a little bit more difficult. I think as I progress, maybe I will like this whistle more because I'll be able to do more with it. Now for sliding and ornaments, it's fine. For half holing, it's great. It's not bad on the C. And it's a lot stronger in the lower notes than the traditional Clarke. This is a new thing for me. I had it for Christmas. I wish I'd had one from the start. What it does is it goes up in the bottom of your whistle and cleans it. Now, basically it kind of scrapes off any rust that is going to get stuck in there. It removes any dirt. It is the right shape to clean the inside of your Clarke tin whistle, as a lot of other things aren't. They come nicely boxed, by the way. This was the box for the new one. It gives you a little bit of history of Clarke tin whistles on the back. Tells you about the Clarke story and Whistling Billy. It comes with the chromatic fingering sheet. So it shows you all the notes that you need to play on a Clarke tin whistle. It also comes with a few little tunes that you can play as well. Now, when I ordered my traditional D, it came with a Clarke tin whistle book. It is proper sheet music, and I don't read sheet music. I can read it, but not at playing pace. So I haven't actually used it very much. I used it to get started right at the beginning, where the basics are in there, but I haven't used it since to practice a lot of the tunes. Some of them, well, most of them I don't know because they're traditional Irish tunes. So I'd have to kind of look these up online first and hear how they sound and then try and follow the music, because I could do with lessons on reading music, to be honest. Something that I don't have time for, which, yeah, I've got two options. I can play tin whistle or I can learn to read sheet music, and I would rather play. But it's a nice little book. If you do read sheet music, definitely one I could recommend. I don't want to part with it, so I obviously think that I'll use it at some point. Now, with regard to Clarke tin whistles, you've heard how they sound. You've heard briefly about them. You've seen some of the accessories you can get with them. They are good whistles for the price. I much prefer these to generation whistles, for example, which are also cheap tin whistle starters. I would recommend a Sweetone or a Meg from Clarke any day over a generation whistle, purely because generation whistles tend to be inconsistent in how well they're made and how well they play. Clarke tend to be a little bit more consistent, even if they do take a little bit of getting used to. So it's luck of the draw on a generation whether you get a good one or not. Clarke, you know you're going to get a whistle that will play. If you are considering buying a Clarke tin whistle, I have put the link in the description below. If you have any questions about them, then please get in touch. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my other videos here on YouTube. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.